Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is the Sean Watson, the voice of TDW, and I'm coming at you at Collision, ladies and gentlemen, the first multi-promotion PLE with RSKY, TDW, and PWW all here, all three-way matches, ladies and gentlemen, to see who is the best brand, ladies and gentlemen. So just stick around and let's see who will do the best they can here and who will walk out with these victories. The first we have, basically you could say it is the hardcore division for everyone. You have the TDW hardcore champion, you have the PWW hardcore champion who is Bailey, and then you have the RSKY extreme champion, ladies and gentlemen. So we will see who will come out victorious in this first match, ladies and gentlemen. We can't wait to see what is going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. But this is the first match of Collision, ladies and gentlemen. We can't wait to see who comes out victorious in this match. Bailey making his way to the ring, and Bailey now, he has another PLE coming up in Overdrive for Prestige Worldwide Wrestling, where he will be defending his title. The boss was not going to make him defend his title against King JD, even though King JD did get the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Their boss determined that King JD did use performance enhancements and was not going to give him the title, the chance to get the title. But Bailey, being a fighting champion, Bailey said, give it to him. Bailey wants him. But the boss came up with something else. So stay tuned for the next PWW Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen, where you will see what the boss has put into play for them over there. But here at Collision, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more to come with all of our champions facing off. This is our first ever Collision, ladies and gentlemen. So we're thinking our next, because here our main event will be the heavyweight champions or the world champions of each brand will be fighting. But we're thinking for the next Collision, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are already thinking forward. We're thinking for the next Collision to have a team of maybe 5 or 6 superstars each. And they will all compete to see who is the dominant brand. But that is just something that we're pitching right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's not something that that is happening yet. But here is the RSKY Extreme Champion, Isaiah Lewis, and what a monster of a man. He is the biggest man in this match. But I know that neither one of the other champions are scared. Bailey, he really fits into any, I'll say that Bailey fits into any category, but he is just fallen into this hardcore category and got gold there. And that's just where he's been stuck. But I know Bailey maybe soon will be probably coming out of that and maybe making his run for the world heavyweight title in PWW. Who knows where next we will see Bailey. But this man right here, he is pure hardcore. That's what he said he was made for. That's why he tatted his face like this, ladies and gentlemen. That is not face paint on his face, ladies and gentlemen. That is tattoo. That is a tattoo on his face. I don't understand why he did that, but he says he wants people to know how extreme he is, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Mayhem Murphy, the TDW hardcore champion. And if you don't know, if you haven't, go back and watch Crash and Burn. He just recently won this title from Johnny Rage, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. having a hard time focusing. Just so amped up to be here, ladies and gentlemen. As you see each of the company name on the turnbuckles, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are, like I said, Collision as we get started. Bailey. And oh my goodness, and Isaiah Lewis working together. The Mayhem already up. Isaiah trying to make a move, but Bailey made it first. Now Bailey going for Isaiah, it seems like, but he misses. Oh, Isaiah with a stiff chop now. Mayhem choking him and slamming him down. Bailey now going out of the ring, the first man to get out of the ring, and it looks like he is already going for a weapon. Bailey slides back in with the sledgehammer. He hits the big man with the sledgehammer and Thompson to get up. Now hitting him in the back multiple times, but Mayhem jumps back in the ring and he is ready to fight now. He jumps out, ladies and gentlemen. But Isaiah now lifting up Bailey. What is he planning on doing? Oh, Bailey dropped it down and taking out the knees. Now, oh my goodness. Mayhem and Bailey both look like they messed each other up kind of right there. Oh, Isaiah was going for a clothesline and looked like to send Bailey out, but Bailey says, forget that. Now Bailey doing a little showing off in the ring. I don't know if... Oh, Bailey with the spear, and he goes for the pin, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, but no, Mayhem kicks out, and Isaiah throwing in the ladder. The ladder is not going to help you here, my man. There is no title or anything hanging up, but I guess he just plans to do damage, and he throws the hammer while Mayhem was trying to go for the pin. Oh, now Isaiah lifted Mayhem up and slamming him down. Now going for Bailey with a swing, and he misses, but no, he didn't miss with that second. And ladies and gentlemen, and now Mayhem going, well, not Mayhem, excuse me, Isaiah Lewis now, oh, onto the ladder, ladies and gentlemen. That had to hurt. Bailey had to roll out. Oh, Isaiah Lewis busted open by Mayhem. This is what I'm telling you guys. All these guys are just made to go hard. So it's either go hard or go home. That's what they believe. Bailey bringing out a trash can. Isaiah Lewis, oh, I don't know what he was going for, but it was stopped. Now Isaiah Lewis is picking him up. Oh, to the ribs as he tosses onto the ladder again. But look at the strength of Bailey as he picks up Isaiah Lewis and a go to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, 2 and only a 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. Bailey going back to work with that sledgehammer, but Isaiah Lewis getting up, but Bailey dropping him right back down. And while this excitement is going, ladies and gentlemen, I still want to remind you guys, go ahead and drop a like, comment, and subscribe on the FMF Network. We're thankful for them for bringing us Collision on this day, ladies and gentlemen. And we can't wait for more of the things that they are bringing us, like the Prestige Worldwide and things like that. And we still don't know if they're going to bring us Art of War Wrestling. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Bailey now having Mayhem in the corner. Bailey going to work, but now Isaiah Lewis going to work as well. And he picks Bailey up and slams him, and he missed the steps. But I think he was going for the steps, ladies and gentlemen. And what is he doing here? Oh, he was throwing the steps at Mayhem, but Mayhem dodged it. And what is Mayhem with the spear, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and no, Bailey stops it. Superman punch to Bailey now, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Mayhem is on a roll, and it seems like Isaiah Lewis and Bailey is getting up. And I don't know what Isaiah Lewis was going for there, but he going for a pin. And now both men down. Isaiah Lewis standing tall. What does he have planned here? Oh, with a splash to Bailey and a kick to Mayhem, and Mayhem out of the ring. Isaiah Lewis rolls after him. What does Isaiah Lewis have planned here? He is going to, hit him with the spear spin. Oh, I'm at him, ladies and gentlemen. This match is getting really violent here, ladies and gentlemen. Now what is, oh my goodness, with a kind of power driver on the outside of the ring. Isaiah Lewis is really planning to do harm to both of these men. Mayhem throws the can at him. Now with a moonsault off of the second rope, ladies and gentlemen. And now he picks up Bailey, but Bailey slings him onto the ladder. Bailey with a drop kick, but it doesn't really do any effect. Now what does Mayhem have him in an electric chair? Drops him and with a forearm to the back. Now Isaiah Lewis, what does Isaiah Lewis? He springboards off of him. And Isaiah Lewis with a chokehold. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that's it. The ref rings the bell. Mayhem went out, ladies and gentlemen. And here is your winner, Isaiah Lewis. RSKY has the first win in the books, ladies and gentlemen. And I know they are happy, ladies and gentlemen, to have this win in the books. Isaiah Lewis, I know he looks forward to going on to more PLEs and defending that championship of his, ladies and gentlemen. And next we have our mid-card talents. We have the light heavyweight champion, the internet champion, and the United States champion, ladies and gentlemen, making their moves. The light heavyweight champion is from TDW. The internet champion is RSKY. And the United States champion is from Prestige Worldwide Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what these men came to do, ladies and gentlemen. And first we have the internet champion, ladies and gentlemen, as he makes his way out to the ring.
The following contest
RSKY internet champion. And if you see, these guys have new belts. RSKY went out and got new belts before this PLE. They wanted their champions to look good, ladies and gentlemen. And I gotta say that their championships do look good. And here is David Tangaloa as he makes his way to the ring, representing RSKY, donning his face paint as always, as he makes his way to the ring in his singles attire, because you do know that this man is in a tag team with his brother, but right now he is here all by himself, making the moves necessary to get a victory. Let's see if he can for RSKY. Can RSKY get another victory in the belt? They already started under the belt, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, because they already started with the first victory, with Isaiah Lewis getting that victory, ladies and gentlemen. And here David Tangaloa wants to do the same thing. He wants to get the victory for his respected brand, ladies and gentlemen. David Tangaloa now waiting to see who his competition is as he waits. And here is the Ninja representing TDW. He recently won this title, ladies and gentlemen. We know this man as part of the Bomb Squad. And as you see, we have two factions really in this match. I think the third participant is the only one who is not in the faction, but you have the Ninja, who is a part of the Bomb Squad. You have David Tangaloa, who is part of the Twin Blade era. Yeah, and then, like I said, the third participant, he is the only person that really is not in any kind of stable or anything like that. He just represents himself, and as he puts it most of the time, he's representing America, ladies and gentlemen. That's all he is representing. That's why he is proud to be the United States champion. But there you see a new belt for the light heavyweight champion of TDW. TDW went out of their way as well to provide newer belts. And here comes the United States champion for Prestige Worldwide, Ryan Starr. And look at that belt. That is a new United States Championship belt he is wearing, ladies and gentlemen. And I must say, it does look way better than the old belt, ladies and gentlemen. So Ryan Starr making his way to the ring as he slides in, and he is ready for this fight again. Ryan Starr now is the biggest man in this match, and he is looking to use that to his advantage. But we will see if he truly can, because he is in there with a master striker in the Ninja, and he is in there with one of the hardest people to put down in David Tangaloa. So we will see who will take this victory. Oh, the Ninja and Ryan Starr already started off. The Ninja going to work on Ryan Starr, but David Tangaloa says don't forget about him. He is in this match, and he is going strike for strike with the Ninja, now choking them out on the ground. But Ryan Starr says don't forget about him, and David Tangaloa says, oh, I have it with a scoop slam. David Tangaloa now picking up the Ninja and slamming him as well, ladies and gentlemen. Now Ryan Starr throwing David Tangaloa out the ring, but oh, the Ninja trying to go for a drop kick, and it did not work for him, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the Ninja went for a strike on David Tangaloa, and it seemed like it had no effect. Ryan Starr with the back suplex. Now Ryan Starr with a clothesline to David Tangaloa. Now David Tangaloa back up and is in control, ladies and gentlemen. Now, oh my goodness, what a stunt by David Tangaloa. But look at this, the Ninja has grabbed a chair and he is swinging for the fences. Oh, he drops David Tangaloa. And now Ryan Starr with the roll-up pin, ladies and gentlemen. But that did not last now with the punches to the face. He said, take it in the face. Now what does Ryan Starr have planned here? Oh, he is going for a submission hold here. David Tangaloa must get back in the ring before the Ninja can. And there David Tangaloa is down. Oh, looked like he was going for the Superman punch, but I don't think that he got it all because the Ninja interfered. And now, oh, what a drop kick sending the Ninja out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and look at this. David Tangaloa is on a roll right now. He launched himself out of the ring at Ryan Starr, ladies and gentlemen. Now, oh, with a knee to the head. But it did not seem to affect Ryan Starr as much as David Tangaloa. Hope as he drops him on his back. Oh, the Ninja was going for a chair shot, but Ryan Starr knocked that out quick. Now, David Tangaloa. David Tangaloa now standing up and taunting. And you know what we say about taunting, ladies and gentlemen. Taunting is just a waste of time, and it gives your opponent the time to give them that time to recuperate. It seems like Ryan Starr had plans for a table, but the Ninja quickly put that. Oh, the Ninja now taking the table from David Tangaloa and hitting him with it and tossing it. But Ryan Starr now What is this? Is this going to be a power bomb, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, onto the apron. Oh, it swings him around and hits the apron. David Tangaloa now tossing Ryan Starr back into the ring and now getting himself pumped up, ladies and gentlemen. But now the Ninja grabbing David Tangaloa and with a kick to the front. Now the Ninja taking control, but now Ryan Starr tried to hit the Ninja but missed, but now he is back on top of the Ninja. Ryan Starr hitting his head on the apron as he grabs the trash can. What does he have planned here? It seems like he can't figure out. Oh my goodness, and what a move by Ryan Starr right there, ladies and gentlemen, as he hits Tangaloa's head on the trash can, but the Ninja quickly takes care of Ryan Starr as he holds him up and power bombs him onto the barrier, ladies and gentlemen. And as he takes time to taunt, oh, he throws Tangaloa, but now gets thrown into the beam. And sorry about that, he gets thrown by Ryan Starr. Ryan Starr now celebrating, but Tangaloa is there and throws him right into the same ring post. But now the Ninja, what does he have planned here? Oh, he drops Tangaloa. And before he could get up, he eats the foot of Ryan Starr. Sorry, I was about to call him David Starr. I don't know why. But now Ryan Starr trying to go off on the Ninja. But like I said, he is not the person you want to go to strikes with. And oh my goodness, David Tangaloa throws the Ninja. Oh, he busts both. He busts both open, the Ninja and Ryan Starr. And now he hits the Ninja. Oh, Ryan Starr, what is this? It's over. Oh my goodness, what a move. The Ninja throws a chair but misses, and oh, he kicks Ryan Starr, so both men are out, and the Ninja just decides to taunt instead of trying to go for a pin on someone and getting somebody in the ring, and he throws David Tangaloa down into the ring post, I guess trying to get a little revenge. But like I said, this match doesn't end until someone gets pinned, ladies and gentlemen. So these men want to think about that. Who's going to get the win for their respected brand, ladies and gentlemen? And it doesn't seem like these men are focused, but Tangaloa now taking out Ryan Starr, now climbing back into the ring. Oh, climbing to the top rope. With this Tangaloa, oh, what a move off the top rope. As then Ryan Starr just picks him up and tosses him. Oh, Ryan Starr now with the chair, he hits the Ninja. And now he almost tried to, oh, what a DDT by David Tangaloa. Now removing the stairs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it drops him on Ryan Starr. What a move. Now the Ninja seems to be running from Tangaloa or walking away, but no, Tangaloa is not having it. He says, come here. We had some work for him. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you to FMF Gaming Network for bringing us Collision, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and check out One King Entertainment, Lady of Mischief Wrestling, Daily Gaming, Thrill Zone Inc., Ring of Glory, Honor Extreme Wrestling. Wait, what is, oh, and what a move by David Tangaloa. He's going for the pin, the Ninja on the outside of the ring. He's trying to get in, but no, not in enough time. RSKY takes another victory here, ladies and gentlemen. That is a victory for David Tangaloa, ladies and gentlemen, and another victory for RSKY. So if we're keeping count now, that's 2 wins under the RSKY banner, ladies and gentlemen. And so I know that RSKY is very excited to have the 2 wins, ladies and gentlemen. David Tangaloa takes the victory. The Internet Champion plus the Extreme Champion both took wins today. And now we have the tag team division, ladies and gentlemen. We have Samoa Forever, we have Psycho Circus, and we have Country Strong, ladies and gentlemen. 3 tag teams at the top of their divisions. So we'll see who is going to take the victory here. this is going to be a match, ladies and gentlemen. I might not be able to call all of the action just because it is about to be so much happening. I already can see that it's about to be a lot happening right now. And thank goodness it's all going down at Collision, ladies and gentlemen. And after Collision, ladies and gentlemen, we will be heading back to Prestige Worldwide to go to Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen. And they will be showing you their new arena that's to go with their new championships, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, the Psycho Circus have new championships around their waist that they are sporting, ladies and gentlemen. The new Prestige Worldwide Tag Team Championships. But these guys have been holding on to the gold for a while. We're going to see at Prestige Worldwide next upcoming PLE, are these guys going to hold on to the title or not? But let's look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse my voice, but the Psycho Circus is the only undefeated tag team in this match, ladies and gentlemen. That is something to think about as these guys go looking forward into this war. These are the only undefeated men in this match. And excuse me, the only undefeated monsters. They don't consider themselves men, they consider themselves monsters. But here, stepping into the ring, is the only undefeated team. So we'll see what they can do right now, ladies and gentlemen, as they take on Country Strong and they take on Samoa Forever. Now, we know that they have beaten Samoa Forever plenty of times, but here these gentlemen are wearing new RSKY tag team titles, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like these men are ready for this fight. The bigger man with the afro, that's Mota Tua, and his younger brother Tony Tua, ladies and gentlemen. And here they are ready to fight, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to do whatever they need to do to secure the win, a third win for RSKY. Because if you don't remember, if you need to go back, ladies and gentlemen, RSKY has taken the first 2 matches already. And here are the RSKY Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Samoa Forever. Now, here comes the last tag team coming out. I wouldn't say exactly a new tag team, ladies and gentlemen, but probably the newest tag team out of the 3, but has already found themselves wearing gold, the TDW champion, the Total Dominance Wrestling Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. Country Strong. Excuse me. And these men just recently defended these titles. Well, not these titles, because these are new titles, ladies and gentlemen. But they recently defended their titles against the Knuckleheads and came out with the victory. But we know when the title wasn't on the line, the last time the Knuckleheads did walk away with the victory. But I guess it all changed when the titles were on the line. But now these men, they have a big test coming ahead of them after that victory in the form of their next #1 contenders, the Chaos Crew. We'll see what they can do when they face them, if they will still come out victorious then, ladies and gentlemen. But they don't have to worry about that right now. All they have to worry about is getting this victory at Collision, ladies and gentlemen, because that is the focus right now. As you see, Country Strong is ready. Pat Garrett, John Hughes, both in the ring. Pat Garrett in the brown and Hughes is in the white. All teams are in the ring and ready. And there's the ref with the bell, and it's just pure chaos in the ring as Hughes already going for a pin, but was quickly stopped. And he is going to work on Tony Tua, but now, like I said, it's just too much chaos in this match. Hughes getting dropped, but Pat Garrett, but it's just too much happening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I can keep up with all of this. Spike getting taken out by Hughes and Garrett with Sorrow, but now Tony Tua taking out Hughes and Tua on top of Spike. Tony Tua tossing Sorrow out, and here, oh, what a super kick! Tony Tua to Pat Garrett only gets a 1 count, but now Tua grabbing Pat Garrett, but Pat Garrett breaking out, and oh my goodness, Sorrow with the hit of the kendo stick to Pat Garrett, 1, and only a 1 count, but now he's grabbing, now Tony Tua taking it to Spike, but now Pat Garrett now taking it to Tony Tua. As Tony Tua runs out the ring, but then catches these hands by Sorrow. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just having a hard time keeping up with everything that is happening in this ring, ladies and gentlemen. There's just so much happening right now. But these men are going all out. Oh my goodness, and Hughes now striking Tua in the back of the head. Is he going for it again? It seems like he is, ladies and gentlemen. No, this time, he went for the strike, but Mota out of it. But Hughes throws Tua into the ring as Pat is getting manhandled by Sorrow. By Mota now picking him up, and what does Mota have planned here? Tony Tua with a slam to Hughes, but then quickly gets broken up. It seems like he's getting jumped, kind of. But no, the tag teams, well, unless they're their partners, teaming up won't work for most of these guys. But now Pat Garrett tossing Tua into the corner, and with a strike to the back. Oh my, and what a clothesline by Sorrow as he hits the ring, and oh my goodness. Tony Tua going for a super kick, but missed. Now Sorrow picking Tony Tua up. What does he have planned here? Powerbomb. Mota tried to stop it, but couldn't, ladies and gentlemen. The Mota with the P and 1, 2, with Sorrow kicking out, and Spike is catching it from Hughes with a powerbomb, but then Mota right there on top of him, Mota picking him up. What does Mota have planned here? Whatever it was, he did not get to execute, ladies and gentlemen. And Tony Tua off the top rope, and I think that is Pat Garrett that he landed on top of. And here Hughes goes again with the strikes to the back of the head. And now what does Hughes have planned here? As Tony Tua, what does he have planned here? Whatever he had planned got shut down. Spike now taking it to Tony Tua, but and what a clothesline by Hughes as he goes for the pin on Mota. 1, and only a 1 count, even after all of the things that Mota took, because tell you what, Mota is probably the person to get in this ring. it seems like he has taken more punishment, but now he's pinning Sorrow and only getting a 2 count there. Moto on top of Pat Garrett as he throws him in the ring. Now Spike taking it to Hughes. Now it looked like all 3 tag teams are working their way back into the ring. And Moto now trying to clear out the ring, but Sorrow back up with a clothesline. Now Sorrow going to work on Pat Garrett. 1, 2, only a 2 count there. And Tony Tool with a super kick. 1. Oh my goodness, and there another pin broken up by Hughes for Moto Tool. And now Sorrow picking up Tony Tool on his head against the rope. And Pat Garrett now has an equalizer, you can say. Oh, but working on Spike. And now running around. Oh my goodness, and what a strike to Tony Tool as he breaks. Now he is stepping back in the ring. What does he have planned here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, he is stopping the attack on his partner. Oh, now he is busted open, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Sorrow shut that down completely. Sorrow with the pin, 2, and a kick out, ladies and gentlemen. There will be no win for you tonight. And there, Spike slams down Pat Garrett. Oh my goodness, why he was setting up for his pin. Hughes stopped him. Oh my goodness, I don't know who hit who there and what has happened. But here Moto Tool going for what it looks like a power bomb in the ring as he does. He goes for the pin. But Sorrow has other plans for that, ladies and gentlemen. He is not going to let his partner get pinned. 1, and that could have been it if Pat Garrett was not there, ladies and gentlemen. And after a chair shot, it seems like he's going for the pin. 2, 3, and no one was paying attention, and TDW walks away with a victory, ladies and gentlemen.
Here are your winners, John.
And I've never seen Country Strong act like this after a win, but regardless, these men have taken the victory here, ladies and gentlemen. These men, I know they are ready for their next opponents, which will come in the form of 2 big men called themselves the Chaos Crew. We will see who will walk away with the titles when they come, but TDW have put themselves on the map. And here we have another match. We have the women's match. It is a steel cage match. We have Trixie, who is the Prestige Worldwide Champion. We have Cassie, who is the RSKY Champion. And we have Rebecca, who is the Total Dominance Wrestling Champion, who just recently won this championship. Rebecca Willis, she just recently took this championship. She just won it at the last PLE for TDW at Crash and Burn. And if you haven't seen that, go back and check it out, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, Rebecca Willard is more of a submission specialist. The ace of spades, she calls herself here. And if you guys were wondering, why does she call herself that, ladies and gentlemen? One thing, she's been calling herself the ace, but then she changed it to the ace of spades because she started to be trained by the one and only Spade. He started to train her, and ladies and gentlemen, for his age, Spade is in great shape still, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if we were to bring Spade in and stuff, you would not be able to tell he is the age he is. And I guess that's just because that just speaks to his work ethic, because this man works out a lot. But here is the Prestige Worldwide Women's Champion. Here is Trixie making her way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and she is looking for a victory. Now, I don't believe Trixie is undefeated, but, you know, she is the leader of Psycho Circus. And so she has to make an example. She has to be the example for her two, you know, the two others who just lost in the match. But let's get it right. Psycho Circus did not get pinned. It does count as a loss for them, but they did not get pinned. It was Samoa Forever who took the loss officially, you know, who was pinned. But still, I'm pretty sure Trixie does not care about that. She probably wanted the win, point blank, period. And here she goes ready for her match. Trixie looks like she is not playing no games here, but she never plays any games. Well, when she steps into the ring, let's just keep it real. Trixie is not one to play games. She wants this victory. She wants every victory. She does not take losing well. So let's see what she can do. Because like I said, after this, we have another Prestige Worldwide as we get to head into their PLE, their next PLE. And so we'll see what we can do. And here comes the RSKY Women's Champion, Cassie Sanchez. She is ready for this fight, I'm sure, as she walks around acting, shooing the crowd, kind of, it looks like. But we'll see what she can do in the ring while she is sitting here. But she is the RSKY Women's Champion, and she did... Now, I would say her win over this champion, to take this championship, was maybe one of the most controversial, not because how she won it, but who she won it from. She won it from Brooke Lynn, and you know, her and Brooke Lynn are considered best of friends. But Cassie says when it comes to the, you know, the championships and stuff, that best of friends thing doesn't matter. And she goes to work on Trixie right away, which is smart. Take Trixie out of the match. But now Rebecca Wheeler going to work now. Oh my goodness, and this kind of ferociousness is what got Rebecca Wheeler the women's champion over at Total Dominance Wrestling. But now Trixie now trying to show off what she can do. Now taking Cassie to the corner, but Cassie does not want to go to the corner. But Rebecca Wheeler now dropping her by her arm. And like I said, so Rebecca Wheeler is a submission specialist. All of these women going to work on each other here. And Rebecca Wheeler is trying to get TDW a win here, because TDW has not gotten a win. Well, no, TDW does have a win. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's Prestige Worldwide that doesn't have a win. Prestige Worldwide does not have a win yet. But if Cassie wins, RSKY taking it. If Rebecca Wheeler wins, then that ties them up. TDW and RSKY, that ties them up in the polls. And if Trixie, man, she puts PWW of Prestige Worldwide in the game. Cassie knocking out Rebecca Willard, but Trixie going for an early pin. I think she is just thinking about taking that victory, but she's going to have to do a lot more work than that, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, what a move by Cassie Sanchez. And now she takes out Rebecca Willard. And now, oh, I was going to say Trixie getting up, but Cassie keeps her eye on that as she picks her up. What does she got planned here? Oh, and what a power bomb as she goes for the pin, but Rebecca Willard is right there. Drop kick to the back of the head. Now Rebecca Willard going for the pin, ladies and gentlemen. But no, it does not take. As now Trixie throwing her right into the steel cage. And Rebecca now going for the ankle lock on Trixie. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Rebecca she is a submission specialist, but I think she locked the submission onto the wrong person. Trixie is the wrong person if you're trying to get someone to tap. Trixie has an endurance, ladies and gentlemen, that is just, oh, and there, Trixie. Oh, but now, Cassie Sanchez trying to get out of the ring. Both women are down. Oh, Rebecca Willard jumps up. And she is not letting Cassie out that easy. And she goes powerbomb right there, ladies and gentlemen. But then what does she got planned here? Arm drag. But Cassie already back up. And dragging Rebecca Willard to the corner. And now Cassie just going off on Rebecca Willard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now with a move. But just a 2 count for Trixie. Trixie almost had the match won. And she goes for a drop down elbow but misses. And now Trixie, what does she have planned here? Oh my goodness. Trixie with a move, and Trixie now trying to escape the cage, ladies and gentlemen. She is trying to get out of here, but Cassie already back up and taking her off the turnbuckle. Now, Rebecca Wheeler, what does she have planned here? It did not happen. She looked like she was going for some sort of powerbomb, but Trixie now cutting off that move. And now getting jumped by the two ladies, which is kind of smart. Because like I said, Trixie is probably the most, I would give the win to Trixie over anyone else, but you never know. Because I'm like, Trixie is the most sadistic one in this match. She would do anything to win. And she going back to the corner, but she does not see Rebecca getting up and Rebecca knocking her right back down off of the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. Now Rebecca going up, but Cassie starting to wake herself up. Now Cassie on Rebecca already. Cassie is like, where do you think you are going? Cassie slams Rebecca down. Trixie back on top of Cassie with those punches, ladies and gentlemen. Now stomp to the leg now. She is making her way over to Rebecca with a strike in the corner for Rebecca. And now working on the arm of Rebecca. And see, this is not Trixie being a submission specialist. Like, she's not working that arm for any other reason but pleasure of giving Rebecca pain. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is all. Cassie now has Trixie. But Trixie gets out of it. Trixie, oh my goodness, what a move. Rebecca, I was about to say, was she going to let her finish this match? But no, Rebecca doesn't have to let her. There it is for Trixie. Trixie, oh my goodness. And Prestige Worldwide has their first victory right here. So each company has a victory. I mean, still with RSKY standing out with 2, ladies and gentlemen. But here is your victory. Here's your victor, Trixie. I told you, this woman does not take loss very kindly. This woman does not play any games in the ring. As she looks back at her opponents, she is the victor. And here we have the main event. We have the world titles. We have the TDW heavyweight champion. We have the Prestige Worldwide heavyweight champion. And we have the RSKY world title. None of them are on the line, but we have all their holders here going for the victory. Now, if TDW or Prestige Worldwide wins, then we end this PLE in a tie. But if Tenacious from RSKY walks out with the victory, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all she wrote. So here is the Prestige Worldwide heavyweight champion. Here is Brandon Cuevas representing Prestige Worldwide with that new heavyweight championship belt, ladies and gentlemen. As he walks to the ring, he seems like he is confident and he is ready, which he will have to be, ladies and gentlemen. Now, again, as in other matches, Brandon Cuevas is the larger man in this match. Now, what makes Brandon dangerous, besides being the largest man, is the physicality that this man possesses. Like, this man, he's off the ropes like a luchador and all of that. I don't understand how he do it, but he does it. So you have Brandon Cuevas, but that does not guarantee him the victory, especially when it comes to the Vulture. The Vulture is a... What can I say about the Vulture? He'll do anything to win. He will sacrifice one of his own team members if that would give him the win. So the Vulture is somebody you really have to watch out for. And then if you see his entrance attire, he comes out with this metal claw that he calls the Vulture Claw. We've seen him not recently, not since he's been in TDW, but before he joined TDW, we've seen him use that claw in a match before, ladies and gentlemen. And here he is, the Vulture William Peck. And if you look at his hand, at his right hand, you'll see that Vulture's claw that I'm talking about there as he walks his way to the ring. As he looks around at the crowd, you see this man is ready for this fight. William Peck, the leader. We only have, in this match, we only have one leader of a faction. We have the leader of the Bomb Squad, even though he doesn't have anything to say that he's the leader on now. If you've been watching TDW, you would know that this man is the leader. And then we have, after this, we will have Tenacious. And let's just say this man has been on a ride as being the champion. This man has been doing his thing as the champion, and you can not deny it. All these men have been doing their thing as the champion. If you don't remember, Brandon, he came back into Prestige Worldwide kind of late. So someone else had the championship, but he was granted a #1 contenders match. Meaning, well, he was guaranteed a title match. And instead of waiting for a PLE, the person who had the title wanted Brandon right then and there.
From Hall of Fame City, Ohio, weighing in at
so they had the wrestling match for the title, and Brandon, of course, took his title back. So now he is your reigning and defending heavyweight champion. And here is Tenacious now with the new RSKY World Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And once the camera pans around, we will see, we will see the newer title that Tenacious holds still as the champion. And look at it there, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful title, but let's see who will get the victory in this match. We have two heavyweight champions and we have a world champion in this match. All three, at the top of the class of their respective brands. Tenacious going straight for the Vulture, and Tenacious going to work on Brandon as well. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is that RSKY grit that Tenacious brings. Well, this is just Tenacious, period, but this is why he is at the top of RSKY. Just that grit that Tenacious has, but Brandon now going to work on Tenacious. He is not playing any games, ladies and gentlemen. But the Vulture quickly from the back of Brandon attacking, but Tenacious back on top of that. And Brandon going to work on Tenacious, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon with a kick to the back, and ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is hell in a cell for these gentlemen. We did, at the last PWW, we had a sad loss as Fat2 took a loss to his nephew. We seen Fat2 come out without the name on Tonga, but we won't talk about that in here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have more of that into, I guess, the next TDW. We will have a talk about that. But now Brandon going to work on Tenacious here. He wants this victory. The Vulture is up though, and the Vulture tossing Brandon off, and look at that. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is where you have to watch the Vulture. He is willing, he is just what he says he is. He is a Vulture. He is willing to pick up the pieces anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to let these two men probably tear themselves apart. Brandon with a kick to the back of Tenacious, but now he has the Vulture in his hands, ladies and gentlemen. And what does he have planned here for the Vulture? As the Vulture tossing Brandon out of the ring and now grabbing onto Tenacious, lifting him up, and with a slam by the Vulture, he's going for the pin one, and only a 1 count there as Brandon kicks the Vulture in the face. And Tenacious, and see, this is what I'm saying. You see the springboard action off of Brandon, even though he missed the move, that makes Brandon all the more dangerous. And Brandon with the knee strike to Tenacious. Now he's going to work on the Vulture. Oh, and what a move as he sends the Vulture bleeding. Tenacious now tossing Brandon into the rope. Oh, and what a uppercut by Tenacious. Tenacious off the rope, and what a clothesline. But now the Vulture back in to pick up pieces, but he was not able to, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the Vulture with a slam on Tenacious, and Brandon with a slam there. 1, 2, only a 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. Tenacious was trying to pick up the pieces, but now Tenacious getting slammed into the corner, and Brandon going for a Superman punch, but did not work. The Vulture now dropping Tenacious. And what does Brandon have planned here? Tossing the Vulture out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Shows his pure strength. Now with an uppercut. And now the Vulture fighting back, ladies and gentlemen. The Vulture now trying to get this win as well. As him and Tenacious meets up on the outside. Tenacious tosses him into the ring, or to the cage, excuse me. Now all men standing there just at a standstill, trying to figure out what their next move will be. The Vulture still out of it. Brandon kicking the Vulture. But Tenacious now slamming Brandon into the cage. The Vulture now comes to his senses but just to get caught up by Tenacious and thrown out of the cage, ladies and gentlemen. But Brandon, he is not trying to step out of the cage. He is trying to get this victory here, ladies and gentlemen. He does not care about this out of the cage business. As the Vulture steps into the cage, Brandon grabs him as well, tosses him. Brandon needs to get his focus ready. I don't know who he should be focusing on, but he needs to grab this victory. And with that being said, Tenacious getting in the corner. I don't know what Tenacious had planned there. But now Brandon has him in the corner. What does Brandon call? A kick to the face. But now Tenacious, well, I don't know, Brandon, and it seems like the Vulture are trying to fight over Tenacious, but Tenacious back up. The Vulture quickly grabs him and, oh, what a slam by the Vulture. But here is Brandon tossing him into the corner and then tossing him. Brandon taking Tenacious over, trying to place him in the middle of the ring, it seems like. As soon as he does, the Vulture is on top of him. The Vulture tosses him out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. What a slam by the Vulture as he goes for the pin. One, no. The Vulture with a slam. No, not the Vulture, but Brandon with a slam and clothesline, but Tenacious behind Brandon slams him down. Now Tenacious waiting. Tenacious with the choke to the Vulture, but Brandon is already there. Brandon drops the hammers on both men. Now stomping on the arm and then going for the pin as Tenacious sits in the corner. 2, 3, and Brandon wins. That is another win for Prestige Worldwide. So we end tied with 2 for Prestige Worldwide, 2 for RSKY, and 1 for TDW. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Collision. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to check out more videos on the FNF Gaming Network. I am gone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again.